Hello, I'm Toycat and welcome back to the video. Today I wanted to play some PUBG, or Player Unknown's Battlegrounds. We abbreviate it PUBG because it's a lot easier to say, and I wanted to play it on the Xbox and actually show you some first-hand gameplay impressions and what it's like coming from someone who played PUBG first, but then switched to Fortnite liking it more. So basically this is the impression of someone who's played a lot more Fortnite than PUBG, but also as, someone who got into it from that perspective, because I wanted to talk about the game on Xbox. A lot of people are curious, should you get it? Is it any different? Have they optimized it in any way? Why is it early access as opposed to a full game? I figured I could answer all of those questions and also just give you a live commentary for a live game. Might go terribly, probably will go terribly, but could go well in the background while we do that. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. Let's get straight into talking about PUBG on Xbox, shall we? So let's start with the price. The price is infinitely more than that of Fortnite because Fortnite is a free-to-play game. This game is it's going to be like not quite full price, but half full price. So in the UK that means $24.99. In the US I believe that's $29.99. This game does cost real money, and then you might say, well, that's fine because there's no like cosmetic stuff, like you can't get a glider. It's true that you can't get gliders and stuff, but you can pay in-game currency, which you get for free, but you can also like buy keys for basically there is going to be a way to spend money on this game. Also, it's not quite as egregious as Fortnite, but Fortnite isn't a bad system, but it's something worth mentioning. This game costs money, and then it will cost you money down the line if you get into it. So on the price front, it's objectively worse, but like if this is the style of game you want, that shouldn't discourage you. I think like if you really like a game, maybe it's worth paying the money for it, and again, like if you have $24.99 sitting around, then why not give it a try like I did right here. However, the second thing you gotta bear in mind is because it is an early access game, this game is very, very much not finished. So I think Fortnite's on like v0.9 right now, right? Or something like that. But this game would be like, I think the official version is 0.5. You can tell that the game has only barely been ported to console, and it really makes me wonder what they've been doing for the last 6 months. They've had the game functional on PC. The PC and Xbox One have a lot of crossover, not like perfect one-to-one, but there's a lot of crossover, so I really do wonder, like, what did they spend the last 6 months doing? Because the controls, they're better, like, it's actually built into the game. If you play with a controller on the PC, like I did when I played PUBG, like, the game didn't, like, really prompt you on anything. So the controls are better and it prompts you on everything, which is nice, I guess. But as far as, like, how the game is reacting to everything else, the controls are kind of sluggish, and you can see that everyone is having problems with this game and like having problems shooting and stuff, because when you get into gunfights, they're a lot longer lasting, which is a good thing, because it means that you can survive a little bit longer. So yeah, the game is fresh on Xbox, but that means that on the one hand, people are, I guess slightly worse at the game, which you might like if you like just destroying people, but it also means that on the other side of things, the game is very much not finished. Even the menus, can I show you a menu now? I'll show you a menu when I'm parachuting down, I guess, but the menus only have like one thing, which is for like settings, and then it's like turn up or down sensitivity. They're the only settings you have. Like, let me show you that right now. So as you can see, this is the menu. We've got exit to lobby, don't want that. Gamepad guide, it's just a picture of your controller, and then settings, which is just, the usual invert Y, and then a bunch of sensitivity sliders. There aren't real options that you can really change in this game, which, no, to me, that's a part of me really doesn't like that. Like, okay, so we can't turn up the audio seems bad, the brightness seems like it's really off if you ask me, and there's a billion other issues that they have, but yeah, you can't, oh, okay, I didn't want to land here. But yeah, so we're going to land in a very, very settled place, Pochinki, because one, Pochinki is my city, but more importantly, I just like, there's more combat, we can see more stuff. Maybe I die early, but again, it gives me an opportunity to really show you other people and how the game performs. So yeah, as far as like how the controls work for stuff though, it's also really, really quite sluggish. So I'm going to trade my mini Uzi in for a shotgun, because I think that's going to perform a bit better, and then we're going to pick up all of this stuff. So yeah, the game like performs really sluggishly. You press something, and it doesn't feel responsive. The action happens a little bit after. Same with firing. Again, I said earlier, like, everyone just has issues of stuff, because it just feels like, okay, I want this red dot sight for my, my M16, I guess. So let's throw that on there. You might spot the M16, same weapon from Fortnite. Wow, you must be able to use it the same. No, the performance is entirely different in this. Not only is it the game itself built differently, but the performance is very different. So you can be first person and third person. That's a big thing you've got going on. And I feel like the first person mode really kind of highlights how it works the best. But again, if some of that is the game engine itself, and some of that I believe is the console port, but that's just my that's my feeling on it at least. It felt a bit better when I played on the PC, but that could be because it runs at 60 FPS. Because that brings me on to the next point about performance. So it doesn't just perform sluggishly in terms of the controls. It also you never really want to be first person in this game. Third person gives you a wider field of view, and it means you can peek around corners. It's just objectively better. If you ever have the option between first and third person is always the tactical option. Pro tip, unless you're like in a first person gunfight and you're more comfortable, but even then it's like well, only because you're more comfortable type deal. So yeah, with that said, let's go to the top of this building. I like this building because it gives you a good view of the whole place. And yeah, basically it runs at 30 FPS, even on Xbox One X. This is, you might not believe this based on how janky the game's kind of playing, but this is played on the Xbox One X, the most powerful console of all time, and it can run PUBG at somewhere just under 30 FPS. Sometimes. It goes, it dips quite a bit too. But yeah, so performance on that front is pretty bad also. But yeah, from up here you can see, can I jump all the way to that building? I can jump to the balcony at the very worst. Let's do this. Oh, there's a guy there, so... Okay, let's do this. So you can see right there my aim was horrendous. Okay, no one's expecting me on the side of this building, right? So he's gonna just walk all the way around, maybe? Try and spot me from behind or something? Or maybe he's just gonna run away. Oh, but we're in the red zone, so I'm gonna try and jump onto the next building. I've never actually done rooftop hopping in this place before, but it seems incredibly fun. Like, again, okay, well... It seems also very likely to get you killed, but it's fun at the very least. So yeah, we're going to try and spot the guy. He's probably gone somewhere around here. But no, given that Pachinki is under fire, we should probably just get out. Like, it seems logical to me that that's the next option. I don't have healing, I don't have anything else, but that's fine. But yeah, so the game runs at 30 FPS, which is a bit of a bummer. And you might notice everything I've said so far seems like a negative, and it's not because I'm like, oh, because Fortnite's the best and PUBG's just trying to steal the market. No, there are so many things PUBG does better. For instance, it has a much higher skill cap. You saw that I was bad aiming. That is how everyone is when they get into the game. And even when you're like 3 hours into the game, you're still not going to be great at your aim. Oh, that's rockets. I thought it was a person. You're still not going to be great aiming. You're still not going to be like nailing your shots on people because there are so many more mechanics to keep in mind. First of all, again, the guns are sluggish. Second of all, there's first and third person. Got to keep that in mind. I wonder if the guy I shot is going this way or if he just doesn't care. We could find that out sometime. But yeah, let's just get out there. You can go inside a building when there's a red zone, by the way. Oh, because that's another cool feature. The red zone discourages people from staying in one area by setting a certain amount of the map, which just get bombed. Which is actually inspired by the original Battle Royale film. Okay, and now it's spawned around me. Okay, the red zone's following me around today. But yeah, the whole Battle Royale genre spawned from a film called Battle Royale, and this is one thing from there. It's a really good feature, and it's one that I really quite like, actually. I feel like it doesn't work as intended half the time, but it at least creates like an interesting difference to the map and makes every game even more unique than it otherwise would be. So yeah, the fact that the game's hard to master, it seems like a dig at the game, and I don't like it, because I've got something ungodly in this game now. Is that a parachute in the distance? I guess it's a fly drop. But I've got some ungodly amount of time in this game now, like it's got to be like close to 20 hours, and I still can't aim well. Maybe that's just me needing to get good, but I don't feel like my bullets go where I want them to go, which it's a frustrating feeling, and to be like 20 hours into a game and still feel that. There is a guy up there. Did you see him? Does he see me? He can't have seen me, or he wouldn't be running. Oh no, he saw someone else, that's why. So we're going to try this, but I'm going to fail, because again, you have to like shoot ahead of them, because there is a little bit of bullet drop effect. So you can see, I'm shooting in front of him, but it's still working just fine right there. Oh no, he's shooting back at me, and he's done a better job at it, it seems. So we're going to run this way a bit. Then we're going to put out the shotgun, and we're going to go for this. One more. Oh no, okay, then we're going to put this out again. Oh man. Okay, we finally got him. But you can see what I mean, like, I'm bad at this game and I've been playing for, it's probably not 24 hours. So it's like, it's somewhere in the teens at the very least though. And again, you can say that's meaning to get good, but I mean, I'd like to consider I'm somewhere, maybe in the average, maybe slightly above average in general games. The fact that I haven't been able to pick up so much, I don't know, to me that just doesn't yell, great, easy game. If you only have a certain amount of time, like most human beings do, you know, if you're not willing to invest like 5 days of being bad, then it does create an accessibility problem. And the accessibility problem is not just bad for you, you know, you might say, well, oh, I do have time and that's fine. But that means the people you're playing against also have that exact same accessibility problem. Or like the people you're playing against will have the same problem, and then only the hardcore people will get through, which means the game gets inherently harder because everyone is good at playing it or whatever. And I personally, I feel like that's an issue. If you want to just play against all the bad people or whatever, then you can't do that in a game where everyone else is just like, I can't do this, and doesn't feel like playing. Although it also means you get the easy kills, and people like, again, any of you, I'm sure a few of you watching would be like, wow, Toycat, that was so bad, I could have killed you instantly there. And it's like, yeah, you could have. You'd had a lot of fun doing it too. So yeah, it's kind of a positive in its own little bizarre way, you know. But yeah, now that we've gone a little bit further into the map, we're in a little place like this. Oh, and we're inside another bomb zone. So I swear, it usually doesn't surround me every single time. That's not its intended function. But it looks like today it's just the Toycat circle. Like, finds Toy Cat, makes circle around him, bombs circle immensely. So, yeah, you can also just stay inside one of these if you want to, but your odds of survival go down quite a bit. Oh, I just realized he was shooting at someone else, but I never even went to see, like, who he's shooting at. So I guess I should do that, because he's over here somewhere, one can assume, in the distance. Yeah, going back to what I was saying then. Also, yeah, getting to full health is very tricky. I think I was meant to use the medkit to get to full health, and it's been a while since I played, so a few of the mechanics have, like, shifted, and I'm not too familiar with that one. But my point being is, yeah, like, any game that has an accessibility problem not only for you, but, man, those explosions, like, they're so much louder than the rest of the game, which is, like, really quiet for me. So I just hear, like, oh, there's bullets everywhere. But it's nothing, it's just that. So we're heading past school right now. School is one of the most popular spawn locations, so a little bit scary to go past there, because that's where a lot of people radiate out from when they land there and then get safe. And given that they survived school, they're probably better than the, again, better than a normal player, I'd say, in some way. But yeah, we want to loot some more buildings, so I'm going to head over this way. Gotta stay and highlight, we'll do that. And while we do that, let's talk a little bit more about the game impressions as a whole. So, the fact that on Xbox it has Xbox exclusive servers, I think really does help the game out a lot. Again, this game is very clearly built for PC. A lot of PC games have this mentality of, like, hardcore gamers play PC, we want to be on PC for those hardcore gamers. But then it means they have to kind of placate the game to make it have a much higher skill cap. Again, skill cap is a good thing, but skill flaws are not a good thing in my opinion. Like, the fact that it takes so many hours to get into this, it's the same reason I've never played Dota 2, even though I'm sure I'd love it. Oh, I played a game of Dota 2. I've never played more than a game of Dota. Oh, there's nothing up here? That is a modern day tragedy if I've ever heard of one. Although we could use this as a good, like, sniping point, but we've got an M16 and I can't snipe people at, like, 12 meters away, so probably best not to try at these distances. Oh, by the way, every gun has a different bullet velocity, so that's another layer of, like, complexity to the equation. Like, shoot in front of them, but a different amount of in front of them based on your assault rifle. Obviously, shotguns are going to have different ranges, and basically everything's different. Get used to it. But we're in the top 50, so, you know, not everything's going bad today. Oh, an UMP 9. I'd like that, but I don't want to switch for that. Okay, I'll switch this for that. I know the M16's a bit better in terms of actual performance, but I really like the UMP in this game. Like, particularly when you go to the late game, it just feels better. Again, feeling better is not how you should make decisions, but we can afford that luxury. Also, double barrel shotgun. I'd much rather have the 5-round one. Just me. I think it'd be better personally. So we'll sit in this corner over here. We'll reload, just in case someone's coming by. You always want to check out your windows. Like, again, whenever you're in a house, be suspicious of everything inside the house. Be suspicious of everything outside the house. Just be suspicious. This game is like paranoia incarnate as a like, I guess, semi-competitive multiplayer game. So yeah, from up here we can get, oh, there's bandages down there, and there's a medkit up here, or first aid kit. You know what I mean. Did I have a police vest? Okay, I had a better police vest. So we got a level 2 backpack, a level 2 helmet, and a level 2 thing. Level 3 is a lot harder to find, it seems. Like, the rarity is significantly increased. Actually, do I have a level 2 backpack? No, I didn't. Okay, now we've got a level 2 everything. I meant in the future. Jeez, isn't that obvious? And we should probably find attachments for the UMP. If I insist on using it, I should probably, like, actually be good things. But yeah, so the controls are a little bit sloppy, the performance is a little bit sloppy, the game is very hard to get into. But when everything goes well and when the game is working, it can provide a next level experience in some ways to Fortnite. Because Fortnite, the smaller map means that it's more accessible and games are going to be a bit shorter. But to some extent, you can argue that the end result is a little bit easier. And the fact that there's no building in this game, unlike that game, means that when you find someone, you know, you get in this tactical war with them. They can't just build a fort and then, oh, that was the fight done then. You know, we were having a good fight, but then accidentally did that. You know, once you get in a fight with someone, that fight can generally last a serious amount of time until the zone comes in, which means the zone is significantly more important. Also, it's a lot easier to peek outside the zone. I'll show you. I'm inside the next circle. I could show you with this zone, but I'd rather not. So anyway, I've got the stuff I need. I don't know if I'm necessarily at the health I should be, so we're going to go crouch here, or prone. And I'm just going to quickly try using a bandage. Again, no, I can't use them. So I need to find painkillers, I guess, to get higher, or energy drink or something. It's been a while since I remembered the exact way. But, you know, we're on like 75% health. which usually I feel like the health matters a bit less in this game. In Fortnite, I feel like there's a lot more attrition. In this game, you can shoot someone, they have a chance to shoot back, but because when you get shot, it's a lot more brutal in this game, because you're doing this. Generally, it doesn't come up too much, so that's something nice. Also, another red circle around me, because I just deserve this. Something about me screams, I deserve to be red zoned. So that means we have to head out here quickly, in this direction, by heading through the flooded village. There's a flooded village, by the way. But yeah, so as far as that goes, but the scenery to fill up the area, I feel like it's technically more diverse, but it feels very samey. There's a lot of the same copy-paste apartment buildings. Again, that's true in Fortnite too, but when it's an apartment building and it's multi-floor, like, you know the layout of the entire thing, and it's a bit less plausible. And again, when the game tries to be realistic, you know, there's no realism in having 50 copy-paste apartment buildings, right? So, again, there's something to be said for that. Oh, there's a boat here. Boats are a terrible idea, especially on rivers, because they make a really loud noise, like a car, and they don't even go quite as fast. But still, whatever, we're good. And also rivers, you can't, like, you can get shot from the other side, basically, which is a little bit scary, generally speaking. But we'll just assume no one will be on this side, and we'll use the... I like to use the riverbank, because it goes down a bit as cover. Like, I think I just saw someone in there. Okay, I did. But it's always good to be a little extra secure about yourself. There's a red zone nearby, so everyone's gonna... Oh, also network lag. That happens 3 or 4 times every game. It's not my network, I assure you. It doesn't happen with other games that often. But the game just insists, like, guess what? Network lag. So, because, yeah, it has Xbox exclusive servers. Maybe they're, like, under a lot more pressure than they expected, because PUBG is going to be a pretty popular game on Xbox. Not as popular as, I guess, it would have been had it not been for Fortnite. But I think that's still a thing there. Also, yeah, you might be wondering, like, why make the comparison, like, clearly that game... a thing I heard a lot on streamers, like, that clearly that game is the kid version, or the easy version. But the thing you'll bear in mind is the mass market version of something is always the version that's easier to pick up. If you want to have your own elite club, that's the best thing ever. You can maybe achieve that. But the elite club isn't the game that becomes the best-selling game, that becomes the most played game. And given that you generally... Again, yeah, that might not matter to you. This is like a... This is always going to be the more niche of the two, I think. Just because it's so much harder, and because it's on fewer platforms. It's an Xbox launch exclusive, so it might come out on PlayStation. But right now, we don't know too much about that, really. Also, yeah, I'm just in a big open field. There's no good cover anywhere nearby. I'm just kind of inside the zone, chilling. So a good place, in this game, by the way, bushes exist and they're like good hiding spots. But mostly I find rocks are what people use. Like, you can hide inside a bush, and like, look at this one right here. This is technically me being very well hidden. And again, it works. However, again, it doesn't seem to happen as much. Maybe because the map is bigger, and like the distance from the bush to somewhere else is better. But you can do the same stuff here, so you sometimes get like shot by someone who's out of nowhere. Oh, the other big thing in this game, in my opinion, is the fact that you can prone. Prone really reduces your profile. Really makes you a lot harder to see, especially when you're in grass like this, because the game has so much grass. And yeah, because... Also, I should mention the color palette, actually, while we talk about the fact that you can blend in with grass near perfectly, particularly in wheat fields. Like, this isn't great grass, but in wheat fields, you just blend in. People run past you every time. Reminds me of the mission, All Gillied Up. Also, someone shot over there, so... Is it over there? It feels like it's over there. I don't know why I can spot that, because, again, it's very quiet, but... Should we run after it? Let's run after him. I want to see a fight, and then maybe get involved with one. Like, in that order, preferably. The reverse would not be quite so fun. Oh yeah, we're on the little bit of a hillside base here thing. But yeah, when you get up and run... So, also the high ground thing, way less important in this game. What's just more important is not being seen, I feel like. I feel like that's significantly more important in this game. So yeah, as far as someone's around, they're firing. Where are they firing though? They're firing like either quiet weapons or just far away. It's hard to... Again, I haven't got my like audio sensors tuned to this game yet. I was sure there was someone firing in this village. But apparently I got that wrong. So what we'll do instead is we'll temporarily sit in this bush. It's in the shade, which means my black... Oh god, there's a guy up there. You see him? There he is. There's the guy. So I was correct to think I hurt. Oh, we got him once. Oh, we got him twice. Okay, he's got me again, though. So I'm going to quickly medkit. He's going to try and shoot round that, though. I don't know how he shot. Did we have a sniper rifle or something? If so, why am I not dead? So, yeah, we're using single shot, by the way. You can tune weapons. It's not like the burst fire rifle is a thing here. Okay, come on. We can do this. We can do this fight. Oh, man, the recoil. Even on a gun like this with the... We have a grip on here, right? You can see, again, there's a lot more, arguably, skill to that, though, right? Okay, that's, like, perfectly... Oh, yes, we got him. However, we drew so much tension in that fight. The longer a fight goes on, the more of those bullets you fire, the more people are going to know what's up and go towards you. And again, I know that's, like... Whenever I kill someone, I'm just like, you know what? Yes, I'm embarrassed of how that gunfight went. It didn't go well. I had to waste a med kit on something that... A guy that was exposed in the middle of nowhere. But to me... Oh, a scope. This stuff is genuinely tricky, so... I'm sorry. Deeply apologize. Actually, did he have an UMP2? It seems like he might have. Oh no, he had an AKM. Again, it's a pretty stable rifle in this game, so... I'm a little bit surprised that it didn't go well for him. Can I pick that up, actually? So bandages, I'll take those. Extended mag for the SMG. Oh, yeah. Oh, I have one, actually. Oh, it's an extended quick draw mag, though. Ammo. Okay, I'm out of ammo. Oh, no, I mean, I'm out of space. Oh, so I could take a sniper rifle, but I have to waste one of my things. Unless I drop some stuff. So if we put on the extended quick draw mag, and then we drop these, and then we drop that, can I maybe pick it up? I really would like a VSS, but it just wants to, like, replace one of my existing weapons. If I drop some 5x56 ammo? Come on, give me this VSS. I deserve it, game. I've worked hard. Okay, well, it won't. It isn't properly letting me take. I don't know how to properly take it, it seems. If we just pick it up like this. Oh, also, the next zone is coming in, like, this second. And I need to be going. Oh, and I didn't realize I'd take damage from that. Give this a reload. And let's go. Okay, so we're going to be just inside the zone. Like I said, so the zone in this, it's a lot more visible. I don't know what it's actually called, like... What is it? It'll tell me what it's called, like the force field? The force? Whatever it is, though, you can see through it very well. Like, I can see if anyone was chasing me through that. But that works both ways. So it's kind of, again, it's less an active part of the game, and more just a way of saying, look, stop being there. You need to be over here now. This is where people gotta be. So the next zone is just around me, which is fortunate. I hear gunfire. Oh wait, I'll take a bandage first. I've got enough of them. I can do that for myself. Yeah, given the current situation, given that there's someone with bullets, or firing bullets over there, we're going to try and crawl across here. As you can see, I'm perfectly camouflaged as I do this. I have nailed the market for camouflaging with stone. And I don't think I'm going to win this game because, again, I don't really have the accuracy for it. But if we get, like, a good end position, then we can do, like, somewhere in the top, like, 10 or 15 or something. Particularly if we can, like, shock someone again like that. Oh, God, there's a guy that... Does he see me? He does not, right? But I can't shoot him. So if we move, we make ourselves very obvious. If we don't move, we can get headshotted. Does he know I'm here? Probably not if he ran that way. He's down there in that gap. He knows. No, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. So we can run from up here. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Gonna sneak up on him with a shotgun. He didn't see that. He didn't see that. Let's go. Oh, man. If he could... Oh, he's looking around. Okay, so I killed most enough. See, even in a situation like that, like, even the shotgun, the most basic of weapons, to some extent, is always going to be tricky. So I want his first aid kits, and I want his energy drink, and I don't really care about... Oh, level 3 helmet! That is a very rare one in this game. Like, level 1 and level 2 are, like, almost as rare as each other. Then level 3 is, like, a big step up. So we could first aid kit. Oh, no, we can't. We can just energy drink. The circle's coming in soon, but I'm on the good side of it. 13 alive, yeah! I swear this was just a random video giving me first impressions. But now we're getting, like, deep into the PUBG. There's 13 people left alive. And we'll walk with the zone. Take the zone for a walk, you know? Just a slow walk. Because now we can see if anyone's on... Like, I guess we could always see if someone's on the other side, but it's good to be able to really see, you know? So, I hear shots fired again. There's a big hill in the distance there. Which makes me want to do this in prone, actually. Like, I can prone at the same speed it's going. Or can I? Oh, I might have to crouch. You don't want to be taking zone damage. It seems a lot more brutal in this game. Maybe just because you can't see numbers. But it feels worse. And feeling is believing. As you're all probably aware. So I'm just over the zone now, and this isn't a zone like I've ever really dealt with before. It's a wide open plain, so I'll be sniped if I start to run. And on the other hand, there's 10 other players, but I see none of them. I have my suspicions about where they might be. Oh, and the next zone is all the way over there. So I have to run there in the next 1 minute 48. It's called the play zone, I guess. And the edge of the play zone. There we go. Is that guy? That's a rock. Gotta train yourself to learn what's in the game. But yeah, as you can see, like, looking around... Oh, no, there's a guy. Could we get him? We couldn't, but what's to stop us from trying, right? I mean, someone else saw him. They're probably trying to deal with him. Does he know I'm here? I mean, if he's running from rock to rock, I feel like that's a bad strategy to, like, hold a long time each. Because if someone sees you, they're going to spend some time waiting. Oh, it looks like he does see me based on his... I'm not sure what his plan is there, honestly. All I know is we're proning as long as we humanly can. We're in the top 10. We did it. Woo. I achieved my target and a little bit more. So... Oh, okay, so we have to go across the river. That's when we'll get him. Oh no, he's on the right side of the river and I'm the one who's not. Okay, so I like challenges. I'm going to run with the zone though. As always, like when you're in doubt. Okay, he's there, he's there. Did he see me? He must have, right? He's looking this way. Go. So I'm trying to use an ump at a distance where I 100% should probably have an assault rifle. Oh god, someone fired. I'm running. I don't know if they even fired at me. They did. Okay. There's your confirmation. Oh man. Things are getting spicy over here. Oh man, no. Okay, we're dead now. So that was my game off PUBG. I forgot just how fast it can move in the later stages. I figured it'd be like... That's the thing you'll bear in mind, is that it doesn't have a set timer, like elsewhere. You would just die. If I'd have taken a medkit, I'd have still died. It takes longer to use than it does. So I made top 10. I came 8th. And there are my thoughts on PUBG. Hope you all enjoyed them. I know this was a 29-minute extravaganza, but hopefully that's something you're into. So thank you very much for watching this live stream. Video thing on the third channel. Don't care.